you're after a new microphone? I got you covered. Introducing Elgato's Wave DX dynamic microphone. Now, the Wave DX is a dynamic microphone, so you actually have a XLR cable, which is included, as well as a swivel mount for lots of options here. So with the dynamic mic, you want to be talking into the top of it, and it's very nice because it kills all the sound around it, complete reduction, and only your crystal clear voice. So with this XLR mic, you actually need to put it in the base of it, and it works exactly well with the Wave XLR and any Wave mic arms. I'll be using the low profile microphone stand here to show you how I put it together. So virtually I'm going to be taking off the swivel mount here, screwing it in and putting it all back together. Pretty simple, and now it's got a big range of movement for wherever you want to be putting the microphone in your setup. Absolutely easy to do. Now what I'm going to be doing is getting the XLR cable, putting that in the back. Make sure you just squeeze the top button, press it in, easy peasy, and then you can go back to your Wave XLR, plug it straight in the back into the male and female ports, and there you're all good to set up and start creating content. If you do want to check out the Wave DX and any other Elgato product, I will leave a link in the description of the video there. Check it out, people, and let's get into the video. What's up, YouTube? For today's video, we have a Revavroom sweep. I almost said Revavroom sweep, but I guess it is a sweep after all. Vault Dragon, this one is for you. So Revavroom is a pretty string typing. It's steel and poison, so it has a big weakness to ground, but apart from that, not too many. Weaknesses as the abilities Filter and Overcoat, and it's got a cool move called Spin Out. What Spin Out does is 100 base power. It's a physical move, and the only bad thing about using it, it drops your speed every single time you use it by 2. So you have to use like certain move combinations or use it at the right time for that big base power. So looking at its stats here, we've got 119 base in attack, which is reasonable for sure, and its speed is 90 and defense is 90. So they're like its best stats there all around. Nothing super broken, that is for sure, but this Pokemon has a lot of sweeping potential in my opinion. I'm going to be trying to use the move Spin Out as much as possible and providing you with a very nice Revavroom sweep. If you enjoyed the Pokemon sweeps, people, and you want to see more of them, you want to see some more new Pokemon, support the series by dropping a like there and tell me what Pokemon would you like to see next. Just make sure you have a little look up what I've done so far. Alright, we got an Orsworm lead here. What I'm all going to do here is to set up that shed tail and go into my engine, and that's about it. That's all the setup that I really want to do here. Plus I thought it'd be quite a good opportunity to do that against a Glimmora using Stealth Rocks. I'll be doing a build setup at the end of the video explaining my moveset, my EVs, my strategy, what happened in the battle, all those sorts of interesting things. So make sure you do stick around there. And that's it, people. It's time to get this race started. Let's get it. Alright people, let's have a look at the Revavroom build here, and I'll explain what happened in that battle there. So I was able to set up a couple of shift gears, which is really nice there, and that's why I put shift gear on this deck, because it actually negates those drops from spin out. Now specifically, you could probably use a different steel type move if you wanted to. It does get some other weaker moves and gets like Iron Head and stuff like that, but I particularly wanted to use its new move spin out. So I've got Ockerberry as my item here. I actually was running White Herb for a little while, as you got to see there in the bloopers there, which totally never happened. But yes, White Herb actually kind of works nicely for the first one, so you can get rid of that speed drop on the spin out for the first one. And I've got Shift Gear to boost its attack by 1 stage and its speed by 2. So virtually when you use Shift Gear and then you use spin out, it'll get rid of the 2 boosts you got in speed virtually. Speed is reasonable there. I've given it Jolly Nature and max attack and max speed. That was actually pretty cool, taking that Miss Magius out. That was actually a good terror by the opponent there, but since it's not the greatest in defense, it still busted through it, so that was really, really cool. And I had Terra Flying on there too. Terra Flying was more of a troll. I was going to put Terra Blast on there, but it didn't really serve too much purpose, so I just let it as a Terra Flying troll, and it worked to absolute perfection. It also worked too because you can put Air Balloon on this Pokemon. I was like, why should I put Air Balloon on there when I can just have Terra type and another item? So I thought that was a pretty cool idea. Ockerberry Filter is nice for fighting type, fire type Pokemon, or ground type Pokemon as well there. But mainly fire type, so it works really, really well. It hardly does any damage to you at all, at least on the very, very first hit there. But yeah, that was really crazy, and we got a salty DC there at the end. The Iron Treads went for an Earthquake, and I terrored into a Flying, so it didn't affect me at all, which was really, really cool. Now you could run, as I said, you could run some other moves on this, but it is kind of limited. You could go Terra Blast Ground instead, because Bulldoze is kind of weak, so I'd go with Terra Blast Ground if you really wanted to there. You could, Gunk Shot is a little bit shaky, but powerful, and you might be able to replace Spin Out with Iron Head too for some other move options. Anyway, people, that is the Revavroom sweep. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back with some movesets a little bit later on. Peace out, people.